find ourselves in the Philippines providing humanitarian aid and disaster relief to the people whose livelihoods and homes were decimated by Typhoon Haiyan. In the background you've got one of the Sea Kings from 845 Squadron that's been busy today lifting people, material, equipment and humanitarian supplies into the islands. We've got 7 helicopters operating here, and this is our second day of high-intensity operations to support the Philippine Islands since we took over from HMS Daring, the good work that she's been doing. While she was doing that, we were sprinting from some counter-piracy work we've been doing in Africa, just showing the versatility of the aircraft carrier HMS Illustrious.
Okay, it's 5:30 in the morning. We're here in the hangar and we're getting ready to put our first troops in at the ground. They're going to be taking assistance in for the people ashore, and the sun's just coming up and they'll be getting on the lift very shortly. This is the hangar, and instead of having aircraft in at the moment, it's completely full of humanitarian aid. Let's go and find out what we've got.
We've got shelter in these bags here. We've got blankets for children. We've got boxes of clothes here. It's just been donated to us. More shelter around here. I've got water containers ready to go.
Hi, my name's ABSC Metcalfe. I'm 21. I'm going to carry you on with the tour. Basically here we have some tarpaulin, which we are sending ashore to help create shelter for those that need it. As we come further through the hangar, you'll see some larger containers where we're creating the water on board and filling them up and sending them ashore so that the people ashore have fresh water.
Well, at the moment we've recce'd 3 islands at present. The first island, we had an assessment team that went in, did an initial recce, and then they send back their assess reps, so assessment reports. We'll then get that, we'll QA it. Any further information that we might need, we'll go back via the signallers to clarify the point, and then we'll respond with everything that we've got here. So whether it be tarpaulins, cubes of water, and then we'll send that ashore. We do that in accordance with what we call the flying programme. So we look at what helos we have and the availability of each, and we get them up into the air, and those disaster relief packs will go in with any bespoke extras that they might need, whether it be chainsaws or power tools. The important thing is the resupply. So we can send those disaster relief packs ashore, and the locals, we can just let them crack on with it. We will support them in an initial 24, 48, 72 hour period, but the main point being that these guys can crack on with the tools which we're just going to give them, together with all of the water and the jerry cans as well. The importance in terms of the resupply is getting back those power tools so that when we get all of that important kit back, we can then go to the other islands from there, and we can carry on doing the same thing. Challenges at the moment, clarity of the information coming through, want to make sure that that's absolutely perfect, and that the information that's being fed up from the amphibious ops room comes up to the hangar, so they deliver it, they take it up to the flight deck, and the guys in the control room up top know exactly what's going on to what helicopter as well. We get that, the pilots know, it goes in, and constant communication between the islands and us. We get that right, and it will be a success. And so far, so good.
So my name is OC Harvey, I'm 19 years old, and I'm currently in my initial officer training on board HMS Illustrious. I'm currently in the amphibious ops room, helping coordinate all the humanitarian aid that we're giving out to the Filipino people.
Fantastic. And how do you feel about it?
I'm really proud to be a part of it, but I've only been in 8 months and it's quite overwhelming to be given such responsibility, but I'd say pride is the overwhelming factor.
I'm one of the Merlin pilots on board HMS Illustrious, originally based at 829 Naval Air Squadron at Kerl. Been on Illustrious since June this year, doing exercise Cougar. We've then come over here as part of the humanitarian aid relief for the Philippines. First few days we've been wrecking all the islands, surveying the damage and seeing where the help is needed. This morning we dropped off some teams. They went ashore to actually survey the areas from the ground, and then for the next couple of days we're going to be taking that aid ashore using underslung load capabilities. We can lift about 2,000 kilos of food, water, aid, whatever is required. It's really worthy causes, and it makes you feel very proud to be part of the Royal Navy. As I said, we were doing exercises out in the Gulf, doing counter operations off the Horn of Africa, and next thing you know, we've come thousands of miles to the east to help people out. We train a lot in the Navy for times like this, so it's very rewarding.
Well, hopefully that's been a good run round what we're doing here in HMS Illustrious. You've met some of the crew, many of them of course are ashore providing that much needed humanitarian aid. We're going to be here for a while, we're going to be away over Christmas period, but we will be back in the UK early next year, no doubt, and we look forward to doing more work with you and keeping you updated on what the ship has been up to, what she plans to do, and how she runs into her final year in service before Queen Elizabeth is launched next year as the nation's new aircraft carrier. Thank you.